Be vigilant for any more super mutant attacks. Old world science solved a lot of problems. about the
I want to be
vibes.
a part of it.
I can do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
Even so, I think we can both agree this isn't something we can ignore.
Between what we've learned at AMS and the journal we recovered from Harper's Ferry, this is big.
If this is the source of the super mutant threat, I'm prepared to support any action to end it.
Initiate. Good timing.
I can't believe he just walked in here. He must have been at work even then. The arrogance he must have had to come here, knowing what he was doing. Unbelievable.
The question facing us now is how to find him and the people who've been taken. Lucky for us, Scribe Valdez has made a discovery of her own while we were away.
That's right. Remember the Pip-Boy you found in the Uncanny Caverns? It took a while to crack the encryption, but I've unlocked it. It came from Vault 96. I wasn't able to find anything, unfortunately. I know every vault had a purpose, though. Like Vault 76 was meant to house the best and the brightest to rebuild America. Ostensibly. Vault 96 could be anything. Well, we're not sure it is.
What we do know is that we have a definitive lead to follow. The super mutant threat takes priority. If we find the missing civilians in the process, so much the better. But we cannot ignore this lead either way.
Unsurprisingly, Night Shin and I don't see eye to eye on this. Fortunately, in this case, we don't have to. I think they're connected. A vault would be a great place to hide abductees. The Pip-Boy might even have come from someone that escaped. Investigating the vault is our best lead for either mystery, and maybe an answer to both.
Then we're agreed. The vault will be your next target. Scribe Valdez will accompany you. A vault is a potential trove of exactly the kind of technology the Brotherhood is meant to catalog and secure.
I've marked Vault 96 on your map. We don't know what we're walking into, or even how we'll get in, to be honest. We'll need to be cautious. Of course. We've crossed the country on foot and fought raiders, and more. A Brotherhood scribe's life isn't all manuscripts and microscopes. We've made a good team in the past. We can handle it. Don't worry.
Scribe Valdez is a full member of the Brotherhood, Initiate, and you've repeatedly proven yourself capable.
Step 1 is finding a way in. You'll take point. Based on other vaults we found crossing the country, the vault should have an emergency transponder. Once you've secured the entrance, the controls for the transponder are usually there, near the main door. Activate it to give the all clear and I'll follow you in.
I'm glad to hear it. It's a good plan, and I think we're all in agreement on this one. Find any evidence you can about the missing people and any connection to the super mutants. If Blackburn is there, I want him taken alive. If he really is behind the abductions, he needs to answer for his crimes. You have your orders, Initiate. Good luck. Dismissed.
Sending snakes going forward. We should see if anyone.
down. Calm down. We won't...
Calm down? Eric, what kind of scam is this?
Look, I know this isn't what you expected. I'm still trying to process it all too.
Bullshit. You work for Vault Tech. You had to know.
Jeanette, I already told you.
So, the door has sealed. There is no way for us to reopen it.
Apparently not.
And it's just the 5 of us in here?
That's right.
That's crazy. You could fit an entire town in here.
I want to know about the experiments. Are there really 10,000 creatures in cryo here? And instead of preserving them, you want us to experiment on them, induce mutations, optimize for lethality.
Those are our orders. You will all have weekly research quotas to meet.
And if we refuse? Or fall short?
Anyone failing to meet their quota, or otherwise trying to rebel, will be eliminated.
You can't be serious.
Sir?
I'm afraid so.
Little late to the party, aren't you? If you're looking to loot the place, some Blood Eagles are ahead of you in line. I'd stop you, but, I think I quit. Our squad was guarding the entrance here when we were overrun by Blood Eagles. Killed everyone. Me too. I just haven't kicked it yet. Name's Woods. Corporal Woods, Hellcat Company. Mercenaries. We got hired by this creep of a doctor to guard the place. Among other things. Promised us salvage rights here when he was done. I don't think we're gonna collect on that. Yeah. Raider types, but more bloodthirsty, you know? You can usually deal with the crater sort. Blood Eagles, though. They enjoy the killing. Hell of a bedside manner you've got. You know I'm dying, right? Go ahead. Not like I'm doing anything else. Clock's ticking though. That's kind, but it's a little late for that. I've seen enough gut shots in my time to know a stim pack and bandages aren't gonna fix this. This one's got my name on it. God knows I've done enough to deserve it.
Wow, it's freezing in here. Look at all this ice. The environmental controls must be damaged. What happened here? Those are Hellcat Company uniforms, right? It looks like a massacre. Blood Eagles? What are they doing here? Looks like Paladin Romani was right. There's a link between the abductions, Blackburn, and the super mutants. We still need to figure out what. Give me a moment to look at these terminals. Oh, that's not good. The vault's on internal lockdown. I guess someone's responding to the Blood Eagle attack. If there are automated defenses still working, they'll all be active. We may be facing more than just Blood Eagles. Be careful. Let's get moving. I'll follow your lead. Locked. Must be the security lockdown. Let me try something. Got it. I was able to use the Pip-Boy's protocols to get the doors open, but it fried the circuits. If we run into any more locked doors, we're gonna need another way through.
Feel it. Something's close.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
What was that?
I have an excess of visitors today. Ah, yes. The one I met at Fort Atlas. I did hope we would meet again under more convivial circumstances. These are not they, unfortunately. I have no quarrel with the Brotherhood, but I must ask you to leave immediately. Please leave me be. I cannot be responsible for what may happen if you remain.
I guess we found Dr. Blackburn. Looks like most of this place is locked off. We need to search everywhere, but our options are limited right now. I think the door labeled mainframe is stuck open, though. Let's start there.
This vault was a biological research facility originally. Like a small team of geniuses. Perhaps it is fitting that I found this place. I have been honest about my purpose, after a fashion, but less than forthcoming about its nature.
Go, go. Robotic.
I am down to the last 4 viable test subjects. Further research is at an impasse, unless I move to human subjects. Obtaining volunteers will be impossible. The necessary experimentation to even approach a functional result will be unavoidably fatal to some. I will have to take extreme measures to obtain subjects. Thousands, perhaps millions of lives will be saved. Utility trumps sentimentality. And
For your predictions, take cover on your...
Play with me!
persistent refusal to depart is a distraction I do not need. Please, I am asking you again, leave this place and do not return. There is nothing for you here but sorrow. Whatever you think you will accomplish here, I promise you will not.
I'm gonna treat you like yesterday's dinner!
We don't find you. Close one.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 38. The capture of human test subjects is itself less difficult than I imagined. The people of Appalachia are in bad need of medicine, and lone travelers are easy to approach when one is a doctor. I tell myself these acts are necessary, the work too important, and I cannot complete it without living human subjects to experiment upon. It is I compound failure upon failure. In my quiet hours, I question what I have made of myself. I began this enterprise for knowledge what it might take. Knowledge. I could not comprehend the weight of it. Have I become no different from my fool Elias? Of thought monsters with no humane end in sight. Am I deluded? Myself capable of success. These moments pass. I push aside those doubts and focus on the work before me. The people of Appalachia need this. The world needs this. Let them vilify me when they learn what I have done. I will make it a future for them, even if I do not live to see it
Is that you, Basher? Wow, you're an even worse liar than I am. Wait, that voice. I know who you are. Oh, you're the one I talked to back at Fort Atlas.
You know her?
Listen, we're in a bad way here. Cut off from the rest of our people and the damn robots keep coming in waves. We need help.
I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen.
I can fix that, but you gotta agree to help first. I can make it worth your while. I've been trying to get us out of here since we've been locked in. I just found this vault security key card. Should open all the doors in this place. You help us, and it's yours. Now we're talking. Give me a sec to get the door open.
Good thing Shin's not here. I don't think he'd agree to this.
No shooting, boys. They're on our side. Crap, here they come again.
nothing shit worth taking here. You're lucky Tally vouches for you.
We ain't friends.
What are you looking at?
Damn. Good thing you showed up when you did. Looks like I was right about you. Shame we keep meeting under these circumstances. We could get into some real trouble.
I ain't gonna die in this place.
Can't believe the Brotherhood bailed us out. Well, a deal's a deal. Key card's yours. As always with you. Alright, I guess I owe you that much. What's up?
Went south real quick.
Yeah, well, turns out you don't know me all that well. I've been running this gang for ages. I like the excitement. Don't act like you've got no blood on your hands. You ain't better than me. Duh, we're looting the joint. One of our people trailed those Hellcat idiots back here.
This job went
A
south
vault's
real
gotta be full of good stuff. Guns, bombs, food, and...
Waste of time.
Okay, this one turned out to be some kind of nightmare freak show, but can't blame us for trying. Yeah, I figured. Them's the breaks. I'm sure they tried to kill you too. You won. It happens. What, too heartless? You don't lead a gang with feelings, man. I'll be honest. The only ones I actually liked are in here with me anyway. Not my problem? Hey, don't look at me like that. We'd be dead if you hadn't shown up. If they're not, they soon will be. I try to get these guys here to mount a rescue, they'll ask me themselves. Ass. Get it? Ass. Can't get enough of me, can you?
If everyone else is dead, I get a bigger share.
Yeah, banged up, but with the coast clear, we should be able to get out of here. I don't say this a lot, but thanks.
I can't believe we just got thanked by a blood eagle.
Real quick.
All yours. You got this far, so I'm guessing the way you came is clear.
We get out of here.
Thanks again.
Going someplace warm.
Maybe we won't even shoot you if we see you again. No promises.
You got interesting friends, Initiate.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn, number 57. I begin to doubt my own sanity at times. My efforts, while not without progress, continue to fail to bear real fruit. The FEV seems almost deliberately malignant, as if it has a consciousness, and rejects my every attempt to bend it toward a benevolent end. I've come to recognize the signs of imminent metastasis and conversion to the so-called supermutant state. I am ill-equipped to deal with the product of such failure, and have taken to disposing of these unfortunates outside the vault itself. I regret that my current methods of disposal may, in the short term, increase the supermutant population in Appalachia, but it cannot be avoided. End log. These vessels were once filled with specimens, stocked here so that captive scientists could turn them into perversions of nature. Like West Tech, they concerned themselves only with whether they could do these things, not what benefit they might bring. At best, they made weapons. Such a pointless waste. I have turned what they left behind to better ends.
Oh my god. The smell.
I regret the ugliness you find here. The things I had to do. They were necessary, but that necessity made them no more pleasant or palatable. Seeing these things, I imagine
Research log to kill Dr. Edgar Blackburn.
I do not blame one for this.
12. My work's demand for human subjects has increased dramatically as I make ground toward my ultimate goal. To this end, I have contracted with a group of mercenaries calling themselves the Hellcat Company. Trustworthy, if such a term applies here. They display a useful moral flexibility. They do not question the nature of my work or my need for human subjects. I do not eliminate them. Already they have begun acquiring new subjects at a far greater pace than I could, and a contingent remained to guard the vault itself. I must be careful. A mercenary is only as loyal as their pay, after all. I control the vault security systems, keep them in check. For now, and long.
The things he did to us.
It was a nightmare. A waking nightmare.
Please, don't let him take me again.
Can we go home now?
I can't take it anymore.
Can we go home now?
was a nightmare. A waking nightmare.
You're not with those others, are you? Can you get us out of here? Oh, we're locked in some weird cell, in a frozen vault, being held prisoner by some lunatic in a lab coat who experiments on us. We're peachy. How are you?
Please.
Cassie Holloway. Listen, I ain't trying to be rude. I'll tell you my whole dang life story if you want. Just get me out of here first.
I feel sick.
Not exactly. I think the locks are controlled remotely. The doctor guy always does something back behind the stairs there, before he comes back to grab one of us for his tests.
Is he coming back?
Okay, I was gonna go for a walk, but I guess I'll stay here for now. Sorry. Seriously, though. Thank you.
The things he did to us.
Molly Cooper, biology, log.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 13. Whatever the prior occupants of this vault may have done, I must thank them. Especially Chief Engineer Dr. Memling. The good doctor, while a respectable scientist in his own right, had the classic engineer's idiosyncratic approach to maintenance. His additions to the vault reactor and electrical subsystems provide me with ample points of connection to directly access mains power. Between this and certain defects in reactor shielding, I have invaluable resources for my research. My first attempts in this area are more disappointing, however. Lacking Memling's expertise, my electrical impedance tests failed dramatically. The unintentional discovery of a new method of rapidly cooking a mole rat fails even in that regard. Mole rat exposed to several thousand volts at significant amperage does not make for an appetizing sight. Nonetheless, these results are duly recorded, and I believe my understanding of the system is sufficient to produce more useful results in the future. And long.
Oh, thank God. You've got my thanks, stranger. Introductions are in order, I guess. My name's Cassie. Did I say that already?
Please, help us.
Don't let me die in here.
Now that sounds like a fun bunch. Uncle Art mentioned them in, broad terms. Can't say I'm not glad to meet you, though. Yeah, that's me. You know Uncle Art? God, he's gotta be so worried. He might even express an emotion besides world weary. I hope he's all right. I'm not injured. Got lucky. The doc didn't do any surgery on me. That nut job was dosing me with diseases, though. Said he was testing incubation and immune response times. Weird thing is, he kept apologizing. I can't take bad case of sludge lung now. But I'm holding up.
I can't take it.
Some of the others are in worse shape. For real? You must be my guardian angel. Well, I did get kidnapped and locked up by mad scientists, so maybe not. But still, thank you. You get to miss him breathing normally.
Don't let me die in here.
I think we're the last surviving ones. It used to be more. When he takes you out of the cells, you don't always come back. Hasn't been down here in a few days, though. Figured he'd got what he wanted, or someone done him in. Good timing on your part. The crappy rations he gave us last time are nearly gone. My social calendar's wide open, as it happens. What do you want to know? Came in on a Blue Ridge caravan. Doc was there too. Had some people slip away in the night, but Guide said it happens. People turn back, that kind of thing. Then one night we shelter from a storm and those Hellcat goons ambush us, capture us all. Spent days in a cart or something, blindfolded, before they dumped me here. Well, I'm a captive audience. Too soon? What do you want to know?
Everything hurts. I feel sick. I feel sick.
We ain't going anywhere. Hey, if you run into that crazy doctor, give him a kick for me, all right?
If I never see another vault, it'll be too soon.
Oh God, please just don't hurt me.
A waking nightmare.
I hope we'll meet again. Under better circumstances.
You're here to rescue us?
Gotta find a way out of here. We can't last much longer.
Card doesn't work? Blackbird must have overridden the door codes. Probably guessed the looters might find a key card eventually if they had the run of the place. From here? If I had more tools, time, and some schematics, sure. Under the circumstances, we'll have to get creative. These doors are hydraulically sealed. If we can find the lines that feed to this door, we might be able to cut the pressure holding it shut. Look for a utility room nearby. This should be it. Take a look. See if you could find the lines to the Overseer's office. Nice work. You might have a future as a scribe if you want it. Let's head back. The door should be open now.
It appears neither the Vault defenses nor the Blood Eagles were a match for you. Quite formidable. You can lower your weapons. It would clearly be futile for me to struggle, and I surrender willingly. And yet you will not, will you? The Brotherhood is an iron fist when enforcing its mission. But you did not come all this way simply to put a bullet in my skull. Besides, my death can no longer stop my work. Contrary to what you may think, I did not lie to you when we spoke at Fort Atlas. I did say it would be difficult for a layperson to understand. FEV was never intended to be a source of abominations and grotesqueries. It was to be the next step in human evolution. Our refinement into something greater and better. Certainly the fools at West Tech were more obsessed with observing its failures than correcting them. But its true purpose was for good. And now it will fulfill that purpose. Because of me.
Listening to this is making me understand Shin's point of view.
I am sure your Brotherhood will happily interrogate me until I have no tale left to tell. I will be entirely forthcoming, though I expect you will want to conduct your inquisition within confines more amenable to the Brotherhood. As for the contents of this vault, the Brotherhood is free to collect anything they like. My work here is finished.
I don't like the sound of that.
Do you believe I did this all blindly? Groping madly in the bodies of the innocent for some unknown and hallucinatory secret? With each iteration, each test conducted, I identified flaws in the virus and calculated their removal. I have no doubt in my work.
It sounds like you haven't actually tested your perfect virus.
There are steps being taken as we speak. Any miscalculations that might exist are minor and will be addressed shortly. This is true. I wish it could have been avoided. It was easier and safer for myself, if not for others, to release those failures before their metamorphosis was complete. I had work to finish, and I knew the Brotherhood was out there to deal with the errors.
Your errors tunneled into Fort Atlas and could have killed everyone!
Is that so? It seems my failures were indeed steps on the road to success. That level of coordination suggests an increase in cognitive development over the typical example. Still, I bear the Brotherhood no ill will. My apologies for that. I have no doubt that you do. As you wish. Yes, I assumed as much when you entered. Very well. Consider me arrested, if you must. I am ready to face any judgment the Brotherhood wishes to mete out. My work here is complete, regardless. And it is too late for you to stop it. Simply that I have achieved my goal. The FEV is perfected, and it is too late for you to change that. My sacrifices, the terrible things I have done to accomplish this, it has been paid in full, and now salvation awaits humanity.
What? You can't do anything with it now. We've caught you. You're finished.
Have I given you any reason to believe I have not already taken the necessary action?
Okay, that's not good.
I have completed it. I turned a flawed miscreation into something that will heal an ill and wounded humanity. But if by that you mean, what have I done with the result? It is no longer here. I have associates. They are even now finalizing the mechanisms of its distribution. You are too late.
Paladin Romani needs to hear about this immediately.
Let me go. Had I committed any offense of which you could possibly have been aware? Do you think I'd take any pleasure or pride in that fact? Think what you will, but I am not inhuman. Had I been capable of accomplishing my goal without them, I would have done so. I am neither a sadist nor a homicidal maniac. I do not expect forgiveness. But I am certain what I have done will bear sufficient consequence without fabricating new sins to hang upon me. Ah, yes. The interrogation before my interrogations continues. Go on. Yes, I assumed as much when you entered. Very well. Consider me arrested, if you must. I am ready to... My work here is... I am at your disposal, then.
You can head out. I'll radio for a team to secure the site and get the prisoners to safety. Then bring Blackburn back to the fort. I'm sure the others are going to have a lot of questions for him. Good work, Initiate. I'm glad you were here.
There is nothing left for you here. I am certain your paladin and knight will extract any information they need once I am under guard at your fort.
I'll be fine here. Report back to the Paladin and the Knight as soon as you can.
Personal log. Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Huntersville. I should never have allowed Dumont to convince me to stay with West Tech when they shuttered the Greenhouse Initiative. The Pan-immunity variant was intended to shield us from biological warfare and make the population safe from the horrors war could unleash. The Greenhouse Initiative turned the same work to feeding the ever-increasing starving masses. Noble goals and worthy science. The discovery of the FEV abandoned all that. The awesome potential of the virus, what it could do if harnessed to those same ends. Ignored. Instead, they saw a weapon. Super soldiers. Small-minded bureaucrats and pet scientists had the keys to human evolution and saw only profit in war. Dr. Khan, a disgrace to that title, took over. Even those miserable goals were cast aside in favor of the perverse. Infecting the water supply of Huntersville just to observe the effects. I've said enough at present. We knew the virus in its current state produced horrors. Had we been looking for a cure, perhaps it could have been justified. But Khan had no such interest. He did it because he could. Were I a better man, a better scientist, I would have left immediately. My belated resignation does me little credit. And law. I've said enough at present. I'm sure your officers will have plenty to offer me. I'm in custody of your headquarters. Think of me what you will. It will change nothing.
Get a hold of yourself.
Bastard. Nina's dead. Eric, dead. All because of your damn quotas. hell up.
Hey, now.
I regret what happened to Nina. I truly do. But we're wasting time.
What?
There, that should disable the sensor. Now listen carefully. They aren't my quotas. They never have been. Set by the mainframe. Look, they are next week's numbers.
God. There's no way.
Why didn't you tell us?
It's on a hair trigger. If it detects anything, any word of conspiracy or sedition, it would kill us. I had to be sure.
Once I am under guard.
The only way we survive the next week is to take it out.
You want us to fight our way out?
We don't have to. For the past 2 years, I've been working on a virus, Seraph. Upload it into the mainframe and it can take over. Shut down the system, the experiments, everything. It can let us out.
The EMS.
Won't be a problem. I designed that system. My students wrote the damn protocols. I can beat it.
We can't go on like this. I'm in. For Nina.
Jeanette? Hans?
All right.
What the hell?
Sure.
Here's what I need from you. We move on Saturday, just before the quota check. Be ready.
Sensor discrepancy detected in the Overseer's office. Applying cancellation algorithm. Done.
Have a good week.
Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 148. I can feel the end approaching. The equations fall into place, and I can see the shape of it. The perfected FEV. Even in my restless dreams, that vision of the goal is the only succor now. What I have done to reach it can never be washed away. I have been right, but that is small comfort. I give them numbers now, and try not to listen when they speak to me, pleading. I prefer to sedate them when removing them from their holding cells. Unconscious, they cannot weep or stare accusingly at me. I cannot make them understand that we are alike part of a greater destiny. They think me inhuman, uncaring. I know I would be no different were our roles reversed. I do not blame them for hating me. I lie in my cot at night and see their faces. I remember them all, and wait for sleep to carry me to the visions of when I can finally stop. Final candidate number 3 is ready for verification. I am within 2, perhaps 3 iterations of success. Will I be able to sleep untroubled when this is over? Or will punishment for what I have done be a mercy, freeing me from its memory and log? Research log, Dr. Edgar Blackburn. Number 1. Under any other circumstance, it would feel foolish to begin recording these before
before my work has even meaningfully begun. I developed this habit during my graduate studies, a tool helping me as much to retain my insights as to preserve my failures. Here, when nothing about what I am to undertake is normal, I break with tradition and start these logs now. Posterity requires this moment be kept. What I am about to do will almost assuredly make of me a villain in the eyes of many. My work is distasteful and must be conducted in secret. Here, for whatever person may one day hear this, I say for the record that what I will do, I do out of love. An unselfish love that knows no rest, not for a person. No cliched deceased spouse or lost child motivates me. Humanity is my love. Though none would accuse me of excess sentiment. We are a species tormented by the ravages of the Great War, reduced to vermin and eking out an existence, the rubble of the world that was. The mistakes of my past are writ on the face of every survivor, living in fear of the mutated horrors that stalk the wasteland. I can correct this. I must. We are not meant to live like this. There is a way forward to free us from the horrors I created. Yet I fear the failures that lie between me and the future I see. They will be many, and they will cause a great deal of pain before I am done. The sins of West Tech must be undone. The price will be extreme, but it must be paid. If my life is included in that price, I will pay it gladly. I record this log not to seek forgiveness. I neither deserve nor require it. I ask only that you, my hypothetical listener, know that the things to come are not the product of ill intent or a sadistic mania. One day, good will come of the evil I am set to do. I hope that you will to see it and understand and long.
clothes for a roof over my head sounds like a good trade to me.
Is it too much to ask that you keep things neat and orderly around here?
If this order puts up half the fight they say they will, then I want to be a part of it. Listening is the key to life. Gotta focus. Getting so sick and tired of those thorn bushes. This looks like a start. Lights in the sky. It's communication. It's intent. Just like the old army, eh? Join up, defend yourself, and see the world while you're at it. I hate this misty, foggy crap.
have been fully compliant with your questioning. Threats are not required.
With everything you've done, you're lucky I'm only threatening you right now.
Please, this argument is getting us nowhere.
Initiate, you've come at the right time. We've been talking to Dr. Blackburn and going over Scribe Valdez's report on what you found in Vault 96.
This smug monster is practically bragging about torture and unleashing horrors on the world. And Romani is treating him with kid gloves.
I am not bragging. What I have done was necessary. I take no pride in those terrible acts. I will have to live with the shame of them forever. That weight does not, however, diminish that the ends were worth the means. You will learn that soon enough. My colleagues will see that our creation, a vast improvement on the FEV, is distributed shortly.
Do you see the arrogance, the self-justification? We should end him and be done with it. And what jury wouldn't find this man guilty? You saw what he did with your own eyes.
Preventing Dr. Blackburn's associates from taking this horror any further must be our priority. And we may need the doctor to convince them.
My colleagues have a laboratory hidden beneath the headquarters of my former employer, WestTech. We intend to correct the FEV's mistakes at their birthplace. Poetically appropriate, would you not agree? My colleagues have a facility better suited to final testing and mass production of the virus. As we speak, they are preparing for its release into the air and water of Appalachia. Once dispersed, it will enter the precipitation cycle in groundwater, and then it cannot be stopped.
No! It could spread for hundreds, maybe thousands of miles!
That is your goal, not mine. But I am not a soldier, and would not withstand strenuous interrogation well. No minor delay on my part will change what is to come. My colleagues are already preparing. Perhaps my cooperation will allow us to make a case for the good we are about to do, and convince you of our cause.
Impossible. We could never support something so abominable.
Yes. If the doctor's associates are preparing to distribute the virus, we have to put our emotions aside here and get to them before they can. Blackburn's punishment, whatever its form, can wait until Appalachia is safe. Head to WestTech. Find and secure the entrance to this lab, and we'll follow behind.
I don't like this, Romani. We should be done with him here and now and level this laboratory. This is just like what Elder Maxim faced at Mariposa. Or have you forgotten?
Elder Maxon came to regret acting rashly there. Or have you forgotten?
If they've already begun producing the virus, blowing up the place could just help spread it. We'll need to be a bit more delicate than that.
Very well. If Blackburn is coming with us, I will be watching him. Perhaps he can provide leverage against his fellow lunatics.
If I can prevent further loss of life, I will.
Then it's decided. Initiate, head for WestTech. We've no time to lose. See you there.
fight in a while. I'm getting antsy. Let's land an eye on it. What was that? I swear I heard something. Stay where we...
Enough, Shin. Let's catch up with our break. Everything under control, Initiate. Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter. Dr. Farha is nominally the head of their group, Headstrong, an old university colleague. Dr. Jane was a junior scientist at Westtech, brilliant but easily led. He shared my disgust at the Huntersville mistake. Nellie Wright, on the other hand, is Dr. Farha's pet project, an adoptee of sorts. Very talented, despite her lack of formal schooling. A trap I conceived, prepared, and executed entirely while in your custody? You give me too much credit. Paranoia ill suits you. I have complied with your every demand.
And that is precisely what is so concerning.
Certainly.
Let's move out. Eyes open.
Edgar. Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The guards are dead, Dr. Farha. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secure. You can't get to us. We will finish our work. This isn't the Huntersville strain. Dr. Blackburn has purified the virus of its considerable defects.
We've made something wonderful out of something horrible. We're helping people this time. We've run the simulations. All three of us triple-checked the models and compared to prior experimental data.
We're confident in the formulation.
You know what they say? Human testing is the best testing. A large-scale release will provide a representative sample. Science needs vision, like Dr. Blackburn's, like ours. Let's not let testing hold us back.
Well, no, not as such, but...
Of course we have. Experimentation has identified the key flaws in the original strain. Iterative testing has pinpointed the defective genetic sequences, and we've corrected them in each case.
Well, sure, it might seem hasty, but...
Don't be such a pushover, Janie.
No, wait. I've also had my doubts. Perhaps we should discuss this after all.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please, let him go, or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the doctor's entreaties. It is no joke at all. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You will have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this functionality to our distribution program. As insurance, you might say.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives. But you will have to let me in there with them. Then you are free to enjoy the view as my colleagues distribute our creation among the populace.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing, the outcome will be just as catastrophic.
Dr. Farha, please permit me inside as a sign of good faith from the Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just you.
With your leave.
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
Now that that is over with, Nellie, prep the test chamber. They want proof of our success. I will give it to them myself.
Edgar, wait!
I apologize for the deceit, but I cannot risk you undoing all we have accomplished. Soon you will understand that I was right.
Edgar, please. Let's talk about this.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter. I'm going in. Ready the tag.
We should have executed him when we had the chance.
Now is not the time. Maybe I'll find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
FEV flow rep stop.
Initiating.
Please. All of you, this isn't right!
What's this? No. What's happening? This can't be. The figures were correct.
Scientists are still locked upstairs. It seems they have to say for themselves.
Edgar, I should have known. I did know. We weren't ready. I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can. I must admit that I am powerless before you. If our cooperation can sway you to avoid more violence, then I will let you through. The way is open. We await your judgment.
Do you really think they've stopped production? This whole sauce.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay on the phone.
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed. But this doesn't have to be the end. There is so much good that we can still do, please. Spare us your wrath.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt, I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us? I hope that's not a threat.
The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died. We can't allow you to continue experimenting.
Wait, Shin. It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia. Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others, and of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you refuse to forgive others too. When will you put that behind you?
This has nothing to do with that. There will be no more experiments. And they're too dangerous to keep prisoner.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
Hold on. We're not killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists. To safeguard technology. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
A wise compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if any, people left in the world with a formal education.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to human experimentation.